The Russian President Vladimir Putin said again today that he does not want a war with Europe, despite describing the situation in Ukraine's Donbas region as genocide. It is a false claim. It is a heavily loaded claim, and it is a claim that could be used as a pretext for invasion. The Donbas region, which we've highlighted on that map, is in eastern Ukraine. It has been the scene of heavy fighting between Ukrainian forces and Russian-backed troops since 2014. And it is true to say that thousands have died and millions have fled for safety, some of those into Russia. In those intervening years, President Putin has granted passports to more than 600,000 people living in the region, thereby effectively making them Russian nationals. And so he could, in theory, send troops in on the pretense of protecting those new Russian nationals against these false claims of genocide. So with all that in mind, let's have a look at Russian troop movements and what they might or might not tell us about the coming days and the possibility of an all-out invasion of Ukraine. Now, first, this video, which caused a bit of a stir around the world when it was released by the Russian Defense Ministry. It shows tanks from the southern and western military districts returning to their bases. On the face of it, a good sign. But Western officials that I've spoken to give it very little credibility. They point out that there is a lot of movement backwards and forwards, but most of it in one direction, and that is towards the Ukrainian border. So we're now going to show you a series of satellite photos to explain why they might conclude that. Now, here we can see in the first satellite image the garrison at Yelnya in western Russia. Large amounts of weaponry were moved there last year, including 700 tanks and ballistic missile launchers. But take a look at this image that was taken on Sunday, and you'll see that has been a lot of movement and more units have arrived. The next image is an overview of the Soloti garrison taken on January the 12th, just northeast of the Ukrainian city Kharkiv. Now, I want you to concentrate on the top right-hand corner of the image, because in the next image, taken within the last 48 hours, you can quite clearly see there has been increased activity. And as a final example, this time, we're looking at the build-up of helicopters at a base in Crimea. 67 helicopters in total, some of them troop carriers, some of them ground attack aircraft. Any of them, or all of them, could be used as part of an invasion. Now, that's just a sample of the satellite imagery and video of Russian troop movements. But it does, I think, paint a picture and explain why NATO and Western officials remain so concerned.